Hello everybody, hopefully you can hear me. Okay, Demon Red Mist here, and I'm going to have to try and talk quickly because my niece and Steve are on their way here at the moment. And what I'm trying to do is, last week we gave my niece Anna, Steve's daughter, a go in the Red Bull Junior, but slightly detuned. And then I decided to try and teach her gears. And she didn't do too bad considering she'd never used gears before. So I've decided, with Steve's permission, that I am going to broadcast Anna trying to drive the Red Bull Junior. The only thing is she's not going to know that we're broadcasting it, and it was a birthday last week and her present from me didn't turn up until after her birthday, so she's getting it today, which means that when they get here we could be off microphone or you'll hear some mumbling for a while until I get her on the game. Hopefully it won't be too long though. So yeah, I'm going to try and get this set up so that she'll be able to just jump straight on when they get here. So literally as soon as they come through the door I am going to sort of take the headset off and pretend like I'm not live streaming, even though I will be. Now I said I'd turn the power down. I've basically put the power to standard, I think, and depending on how she gets on today, we might turn the power up. Now I am going to reduce the gears actually, because the gears are set for more power. Let's go there, I'll see if she tops out on that. But yeah, so when she gets here, I am going to have to pretend like I'm not live streaming. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, does it say on there what a lap time was last week? I don't think it was a 156. I think she went quicker than that. I mean, Anna's only what, 11 years old. Obviously, me and Steve have been teaching her a little bit of driving, teaching her a few techniques. And she'd asked a few times, like she didn't understand what gears were. So I decided this might be a good car to teach her. And the way I taught her last week was to drive in a straight line in first gear and see what happens. And obviously, bounce off the limiter. And I was like, right, now this is what you need gears for. If you want to go faster, you have to change gear. Now I didn't tell her about going down the gears, and this was the bit that impressed me. She went through the first corner not going down the gears, and obviously didn't want to accelerate. I didn't even have to say anything, she just knocked it down a few gears and it went. And over the next lap or two she realised, okay, she's got to get down the gears at some point as well. So I started teaching her about brake weight shift. It took a while to realise that she didn't know what shift meant. So yeah, there's still a lot to teach, but she did really well. She didn't spin actually around this track, and okay, it's only Monza, but for someone that's never really driven Monza before, or manual gears, this is a pretty decent track to try on. So when they get here we'll see how she gets on. Now if it is the 156 that she did last week, I'm sure I thought she'd go quicker than that. So I'm listening out for the door. Yeah, when she went onto the manual gears, she wasn't far off her previous best lap time. Still trying to listen out. Steve did message me saying they're on the way via the shop. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, when I went to the shop a little while ago and I bought some of the is it Walker's Sensations Poppadom crisps, because they were discounted to 50p a packet, the big ones, and there was another flavour that were £1 a packet. I was like, okay, I'll buy a few of them. I bet Steve's going to walk in with a couple of packs, because last week they turned up with one pack and they ate them all. So yeah. Anyone that might be watching this that's usually interested in the dynamic GT League stuff I've been doing, there isn't a race tomorrow night, or a league race, but I will be online because it's Valentine's Day and I ain't doing bugger all for it. I might live stream the races that I do tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. Keep listening out for the door, but they're not here yet. This isn't going to be the most gripping part of this broadcast, I promise you. I mean, I've no idea how this is going to go. Now, one of the things that I am going to do is I've got it set up so that I've got two headsets on the one PlayStation at the moment. I'm on two profiles and in a chat party. So Anna will have a headset on, and so will I, and I'll be able to talk to her, and you'll be able to hear the things that I've perhaps been teaching her. You may also hear her blowing into the microphone a lot as well, because both her and her sister found it fascinating that they could hear themselves on a headset. It was very weird to them. Now I am hoping that when they get here, it's not going to be too long before she jumps on, because pretty much as soon as they get here I'll give her a present, and once she's got a present she'll want to go on it, I reckon. Okay, I think they're here. I heard the door go, unless it was my downstairs neighbour. Now if her sister Lily's with her, you'll be able to tell, because Lily's always noisy when she comes in. Okay, yeah, they're here. Right, I'm going to pretend I'm not live streaming, I'm taking my headset off, you'll still be able to hear us. Maybe. Hello. How you doing? Good. Good. Got a present for you. Right. Yeah. Good. Good. I finally opened it, so good. Just rip that bit. We'll do it on. How did I drop it? Okay. There you go, you've got that. I got it in 5. I thought it was in the bin. You've done this already. No. Okay, what is it in? Is this shoe that you drive in? So your feet don't hurt? Yeah. Thank you. As long as they're the right size, that is. If they're not, well. Is that why you asked for my shoe size? Yeah. Dad? That's why you asked for the shoe size. I was thinking about that. Now there is Velcro, there is laces. You might want to sit down to put them on. Sit in the chair, because I find it easy to sit in the chair. Just make sure you don't headbutt the steering wheel. Hang on, what's it? Yeah? Yeah, you might take that. Yeah. Do you think people walk round with them shoes on? Some do. What I would say is they're not for wearing outside. Yeah. You could, if you went go-karting, you could wear them for that. probably say it's up to you. You can either leave it here, or you can take it to your dad's, so that if you ever want to drive it, your dad should be doing it. Tomorrow, you can pull the Velcro bit through its loop, so it really opens it. Yeah, so you can take it to your dad's, and then if you come here and you want to drive it, you know to bring it with you.
No, they're actually really comfy.
Do you get a notification?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Now, I didn't know what colour to get yet. They didn't have purple.
Oh no, I might have done. No. I'm not on the app, so that might be.
Might be, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, there's a good chance that, because you're still growing, you'll outgrow them fairly quick. Well, not fairly quick, you might outgrow them. But if you do, what you can do is, you turn around to your dad and you say, right dad, I've outgrown these, can you tell me how to sell them so I can buy some new ones?
What, you look my leg?
Well,
It's not very flexible.
that is part of the idea. It's to help keep your feet in place. So if you're driving for a long time, sometimes your ankles can hurt. So what you want to do with the Velcro bit, don't do it up too tight. You want to be able to tilt your foot. So when you first drive, if you undo the Velcro bits a bit, you might find it's easier to tilt your ankle. Yeah. So useful while Anna's getting those on. I've been working on the DGT logo, right, trying to get it all up in one, right, and I've been struggling, so I've had to go, because I basically have to rewrite the logo, trace the logo, I've been having problems. But I've started afresh today, and I've got this to be able to work, but it doesn't quite look the same, because this program doesn't do a border like the other program I use does, and I can't get the border from the other program to transfer onto this and work. It moves all the letters about and cocks them up. Now, one of the things I've done with this is I was thinking about redesigning the Nomagon logo. The Nomagon logo. I was thinking about redesigning that because I can't get that design to work for me. So until I know what I'm really doing, I would have to change the design to be able to get it to work. So that's what I'm doing this today, but whenever I produced it, it's messed it all up. So I've had to approach it slightly differently. And because I couldn't get the border on this, what I was going to put it on, it might kind of disappear into it a little bit. So I started making something and I wondered what you thought about this.
Yeah, that's alright, that.
Yeah. Now that, on the actual logo base, which I might have to redesign, could look pretty good, but we'll see. Right, I wonder what you fancy doing, Anna. You got your jacket on? I'm going to pass you this in a moment. You see where the red light is? When you put the headset on, you'll need to press that red light, otherwise I won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to put it now?
Actually, hang on, I need to set it up. There's a setting on the password controller. There's a setting I need to change for you. You'll be able to hear. Oh. Oops. Only me.
No idea who that is.
There's a setting. Okay, now you can put the headset on. You can put sorry, put the controller on if you want to the laptop. And remember to press the red button.
So that's ready to now.
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and I can hear you. Right, okay, you may find it very odd driving in those, and if they do get uncomfortable, don't be afraid to stop, adjust the tightness on them, or anything like that. So, we'll see how you get on. Okay, you remember this track from last week, yeah?
Mhm.
Do you remember what you were doing last week?
These.
The gears. And do you remember we told you a little bit about brake, weight and shift? And shift being the changing of the gears. Okay. Don't panic if things don't go how you expect them to begin with. Everybody gets rusty if they haven't driven for a while, but when you're ready, the car's set up for you. You're on exactly the same track. So when you're ready, press left on the D-pad to highlight that one, and then press wipers to go. Okay, so
Oh, forgot about that.
it's alright. So just a reminder for you, so when it comes to braking for corners, you're going to brake for the corner and you're going to need to downshift, which is go down the gears, and then obviously upshift on after the corners. Now, you may remember that last week I mentioned to you the way me and your dad do it is we don't think, oh, we need gear 2 for this corner or gear 3. We work on how many gears to go down. That's something I'm going to try sort of teaching you today. So I've adjusted the gears a little bit, so you should get
Wait,
up
go
in...
up?
Sorry?
Go up or down?
After the corners, when you're accelerating, you go up the gears, which is the right. That's it. And when you brake, you do the left side, which is down the gears. But yeah, remember, you have to brake, wait, and then shift.
Remember these corners.
Yeah, the nasty one, that.
The chicken.
The yeah, the chicken. So yeah, what I'm going to try and do with you is, as you build up your speed a little bit, I will tell you how many gears you should be going down for the corner that's coming up, and that way you make sure you don't go too fast or too slow. But I'm going to let you do a couple of laps and get up to speed. I'm going to go absolutely flat out here, which means you get up into 6th gear, and when you hit the brakes, you're going to want to go down 4. So basically just think 4 times pulling the left lever. Okay, now we go as fast as we can. If you go up the gears too quick though, it doesn't speed up, does it? You got to let it go up its rev range. That's it. See how that's hitting the limiter? That's it. Okay. On this occasion, you're probably going to want to go down 2. Don't change gear too soon. If you change up a gear too soon, you don't speed up. I should have told you to go down 1 there. But this is the, you know, I said everybody gets rusty. That's what a little bit of this is. If you remember last week, when you were coming out of corners, the car didn't want to speed up and you found out you had to go down the gears a bit. Well, this time all you're doing is you're going up the gears too soon. So remember, let that revs go all the way to the end and then change gear. That's it. Okay, for this corner, you're going to want to change down 2. Nearly made it.
David's home sounded too late.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if she was going to go up into 6th gear or not. I mean, that's the thing, it's tricky, it's why I just wanted to get up to speed first, but... Okay, absolutely flat out. Okay, go down 2. Remembered what that noise means. Okay, so you're going to go down 4 once you've hit the brakes, but don't stay on the brakes too much. I'm slowing down too soon there. Okay, absolutely flat out. See if we can get it up into 6th gear. Okay, you're going to want to go down 2. Okay, and this one you're going to go up a gear and then go down a gear. That's it. And again here. That's it. Right, absolutely flat out. Let's see if we can get you up into 6th gear. If you do, you go down 3 for the corners. And remember, for this corner, don't brake until the next bridge. So brake at the bridge and then go down 3. That's it. Now absolutely flat out. That's it. Okay, let's see if we can get you up to 6th gear again. So absolutely flat out. Let's not brake too soon. You can get past the first white marker board. Brake at the second one. So that one. Down 3. And there we go, absolutely flat out. So it'll be down 4 for this for the first corner, but this time keep an eye out for those white marker boards on the left, and you want to brake at the 100 if we can. It might be a little late, but we'll give it a try. So keep going. This is 200, 150, 100. Beautiful. A little early on the throttle, but that was beautiful braking, that was. Well, beautiful braking and beautiful downshifting. Okay. Absolutely flat out. Now this time, we're probably not going to get up to 6th gear around here. We may get up to 5th. So you're probably going to want to go down 2 for this corner coming up. Oh, you did get 6. Go down 3. Down 1 more. That's it. Well done. That's it. Well done. Okay, we're going to floor it. Up 1 and then down 1. That's it. And then same again here. That's it. Now you're turning a little bit too late for some of the corners, but that's okay because you're focusing on the gear changes. So I'm just mentioning it, so you might be able to work on it. Okay, you're going to want to go down 2. Bit too soon, but that'll do. Right, absolutely flat out. Okay, absolutely flat out. And remember, we're going to brake at the 2nd brake marker board down here. And then we're going to go down probably 3 if you get into 6th gear. Yeah, 3. Now you see, braking a bit much there, so you can brake at that point, but come off the brakes much earlier. Right, absolutely flat out. Remember, you want to brake at the 100 metre marker board, which I think is the 3rd, yeah, it's the 3rd white board, and then we're going to go down 4. Don't accelerate again until you're through the right hand corner. So there's 200, 150. Braked a little late. Lucky. Keep going. I'm pretty sure I think you've already gone 3 seconds faster than the previous best from last week. Was it 205, was it? Alright. Now, interesting, you went down 2 there, which is fine, but that corner's all depends on what gear you approach it in. I'll explain that a little more in a minute.
Ooh, was that the one where I needed to go up and down again?
That one was, yeah, and this one. But you just need to go down 2 now. Go down 2. Because you went, yeah, there you go. But hopefully you'll begin to realise that there's a rhythm to it. It's kind of like down here, as long as you get into 6th gear, you go down 3. You see how now the car's more controlled for you, and you'll feel like you can go through it quicker. That's it. So again, if we can get up to 6th gear, we go down 3. It's alright, you've got your braking point absolutely spot on. And again, okay, flat out, and we're going to brake at the 100 and brake hard, which means press it as hard as you can and keep it on until you're going slow enough. And then we're going to go down 4. Okay, so this is 200, 150, 100. Go on, control it down the gears. That's it, well done, well done. Not bad considering you were looking at your hand on the braking zone. Okay, if we can get it into 6th gear, we're going to go down 3. If you don't get it into 6th gear, we're going to go down 2. That's a nice line. Right, absolutely floor it. We're going to go up 1 and then down 1. That's it. That's it. Go on, go, go, go. Nice aggression. Okay, again, if you can get it into 6th gear, you go down 3. And as soon as you're through the left-hand corner, we'll flat out as fast as we can. Feel like you can go through there faster. Stop talking to me anymore, she's concentrating too much. Okay, down 4, and this is 200, 150, 100, that's it, down the gears. That's it. The aim when doing the downshifts is to have all of them done before you actually turn. Okay, so once you've hit the brakes you need to wait a moment like you are doing, but then get your downshifts done before you turn. So up here, however many downshifts you need, get them done before you turn. Second gear might be better, I think, with this power level. Yeah. Better keep it as it is actually, because I love the power instead. Okay, right Anna, this corner coming up, I want you to brake at the bridge, but I want you to brake a lot less, so it's literally, it's not a dab of the brake, it's a press and then off. That's enough. Don't worry about the speed at the moment. Now for this corner coming up, brake at the 100 like I've been mentioning, but again it's a little dab and then come off the brake and you'll be able to accelerate all the way through the corner. That's it. That's it. That's it. You see how much you caught up your ghost there? Nicely done, new PB. PB, by the way, means personal best. Done. Well saved. Now, you know when you braked there, it was absolutely perfect, but if you come off the brakes a little sooner, it won't slow down as much. So it's a fine line between hitting the brakes hard and getting it slowed down, and then coming off the brakes so you don't get too slow. That's nice. See that there, stayed on the brakes and it slowed right down. Oh, unlucky. You're finding your rings hurting. Sounds rough, don't see that, doesn't it? There's no way I can say the ring. Okay, the rings on your finger, or they hurt in your hand?
No.
Okay. I never said it's your finger ring. Go on, say that. Odd. Right, Anna, I'm not going to say much for the next couple of laps. I'm just going to let you sort of do it, get on, see how you do.
I don't think I'm going to do very well.
I do. All you need to do is remember that if you happen to make a mistake, learn from it. And that's something you've done very well. Nice. Don't worry, Anna, we're not laughing at you, we're laughing at a friend of ours. You've remembered the trying to steer once, haven't you? I think that was a yes.
It was.
Good. Nice. Slow down a little too much, but keep going and you'll get a new PB. This gear, oh no, just.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Yeah, if you hadn't have got on the throttle then, that would have been perfect. Absolutely perfect. And the thing is, I know it's not easy when that ghost is in front of you, but I'm not going to get rid of it. The reason being, if you happen to do racing, you're going to have cars around you. So it's handy to get used to having something in the way in front of you. Nicely done. Well done. So just a reminder for this corner, don't accelerate until you're going through the left hand corner. So even though you were sideways on the way in, you still got through the left hand corner because you didn't accelerate. So now you know to do that. If you focus on your braking and get that right for the first corner, the second corner becomes easy. Nice. Slowing down a little late for that one, just to let you know. The earlier, if you do it a bit earlier, you can go through the corner quicker. Do it too early and you'll be too slow. But just a little earlier than you were, you'll be fine. Unlucky, unlucky. You're on for smashing your personal best then. Right. Anna, press pause on it. Just remember how to do that. Flick the silver, yep. Go to exit. Using the D-pad, yep. And then wipers. Press wipers. Okay, what I'm going to do now is we're going to put a little bit more power in the car for you. Whose phone's that?
Is that your phone?
Boyfriend's phone, innit?
I didn't have one. Might have been Mum. It was Mum.
Well, then answer it.
Hello?
Anna,
Yeah.
I'm home.
Okay, but I'm still coming home at 8 though, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come home at 8. Love you.
Yeah, I'm coming home at 8. Fuck off, I'm driving. What was... Anna, do you remember that list of the driver phrases? That do you remember what the last one was?
No.
Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Another word.
Yeah. Right, okay.
I know it's other word.
Yeah. Press scroll. Okay, on the D-pad, press right until it's on the spanner. That one. Wipers. Okay, press down on the D-pad, and left on the D-pad, and down on the D-pad, and wipers. And move that slider bar until the dot is on that middle line. Okay, press wipers. Okay, and press scroll. Right, and then press wipers. The car is now going to have a little bit more power, which means it can go a little bit faster in a straight line. And when you press your accelerator, it should speed up a little bit quicker as well. It doesn't mean you necessarily have to drive any differently. The car will automatically go faster for you. Okay. How are your shoes feeling?
Better than the other ones.
Good. Right, whenever you're ready, press left on the D-pad to start. So even though we've upped the power a little bit, the rhythm of the gear changes, the amount you need to go down will be exactly the same.
forgot to brake.
I noticed. That's alright. You're not the first person to do that, and you definitely won't be the last. Yeah, you will have to be careful if you do go off the track. If you go full throttle, with the extra bit of power it might spin. Keep it on the track, you should be fine. Careful of getting on the accelerator as you're going through some of these chickens. So the first chicken and the second chicken, at the moment you don't want to accelerate until you're on your way out of the second part of the corner, because if you accelerate too soon you go straight off. Nice, that's better. Changed gear too soon, but you realise that. Well done. Okay, so down here, and remember, don't get on the accelerator until you're sort of in the right position, going through the right-hand part.
What?
Okay, turn left. Don't accelerate. Now accelerate, because you can see the corner. Unlucky. Does it feel like it's handling differently?
Not that much.
Okay. Braking was very good then.
I forgot to go down.
I noticed, but so did you. Remember, as long as you learn from the mistakes, it's all positive.
I got quicker than the last time though.
Not yet, you haven't.
A little bit.
It was purple, but it wasn't quicker than... Well, say...
No,
oh, the previous lap.
5.
Yeah, it was quicker than the previous lap, but it wasn't quicker than before we put the power up. happened there?
No.
You went into the corner absolutely fine, and you went down the gear, but then you let off your steering and then tried to steer again as you press the accelerator. Keep the steering wheel steered and just press the accelerator. Wobble. Alright, yeah, it will wobble all over the place. I'll suggest it now. Okay, remember, don't press the accelerator until you're ready to come out of the second corner. That's it. That's it. Unlucky. If you'd have pressed the accelerator at any point before you went off, you wouldn't have got to even look at the second corner, so that was really good. I'm not too worried about you having journeys across the grass or anything like that, because this is all just about learning using the gears.
We went really quickly then for no reason.
May have been if you change down the gear too quick, it'll feel like the car speeds up. Just braked a little late there. Right, tell you what, press pause, take a breather, take a break for a moment. Quite possibly. Right, yeah, just take a breather, get yourself together, just remind yourself what you need to do for the corners. And by that I mean, I often visualise, like for example this track, I would just sit there and think, okay, right, turn 1, yeah, hit the brakes, down 4, don't accelerate, and then flat out, down 3, don't accelerate too soon, and then up 1, down 1, then up 1, down 1, as fast as I can, then down 3, then as fast as I can, and then we're going to do a change. We're going to change something. You know the last corner, you're going down 3, we're going to change it. We're going to go down 2.
Add that noise.
It should mean you can go through that corner quicker. Well, whenever you're ready, you can head back out there.
If I continue?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
There you go. So down here is where I'm going to want you to only go down 2 now. So you're not going to have to brake a lot. That's nice. So like that, or probably even less brake. So just to remind you, we're going to go down 4 and we're not going to accelerate until we are ready to drive through the second corner. That's fine. That's it. That's good. That'll do. That's not bad. Okay, we're gonna go down 3 for this corner. Bit too much steering. We're gonna go up 1 and down 1. Unlucky, because you were turning and downshifted, it sent the rear spinning. For that corner and this corner, the process you want to use is lift off the accelerator, downshift, then turn, then accelerate. Okay, we can drive it flat out, and then we're going to brake gently at the bridge and go down 3. Slowed down a bit much there, but get used to it. Managed to keep going. Which is good. And like I say, I'm not too worried about the position of the car at the moment. It's more about using the gears. Unlucky. See, if you hadn't ruffled your hair.
Had an itch.
Alright. For that first corner, the best thing you can do for it is count the white markers on the left as you approach it. So it'll be 1 white marker, 2 white markers, and at the third one, brake. If you brake at that point and you end up too slow at the corner, still brake at that third marker, just come off the brakes more. And by that I mean press it hard to begin with and then let the brakes off sooner. Okay, so for these 2 corners, it's lift, downshift, turn. That's it, and then on the power, that's it.
Kind of braked back.
That's alright, sometimes you do need to for that corner. At the moment it's probably better to brake for it and then realise, yeah, I can go through there faster. Chat going on here, isn't it? Yeah, you see how that sped up then? Changed down the gear too soon, so it hit the limiter. It meant that you ended up speeding up instead of slowing down. Oh, it gave you a sense of speeding up. Okay, yeah, so down here, 1 white marker, 2 white marker, brake at the third. Now that may have, unlucky, a little too much steering still on. If you brake at the point you did and take turn 1 exactly like you did there and turn into turn 2 exactly like you did, you'll find you won't have to steer anywhere near as much, so you'll be able to come off the steering and the chance of spinning is reduced. Just overcorrected yourself too much. Would you rather the power go down again? Okay, press pause. Go to exit. And press wipers. And again. Keep going. We're going to go to the spanner. At least doing that is giving you an idea of what the car will be like with a little more power. Press scroll. And then go to the spanner. And then go down, left and then down. And press wipers. Put it down to about, what, 110? Or do you want to go a bit lower?
Don't mind.
Alright, go 105. And press wipers. And scroll. What? Yeah. Press. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, I mean, like I say though, don't worry about if you go off the track or anything like that. Because do you remember how when I first showed you about how to do rallying, I said don't worry if you crash, it's all about you learning about turning the opposite way to go the direction you want.
Yeah.
Well, whether you realise it or not, you now do that automatically, and it's the same process with the gears. You're having to think about it at the moment, but you'll get to a point where it will be automatic, and then when you don't have to think about doing it anymore, that's when you can focus more on going faster and faster and faster. Yeah, this car does not like being on the grass. Too many there, aren't you? No, I'm alright. Those pop in the fridge while
My thumb hurts.
Okay, it might be time to stop then, take a break. Okay, I think you did.
Okay.
Okay. I think you did really well, to be honest. The last, what, 5-10 minutes, I'm not too concerned about anything that happened there. The increased power is a difference for you. If your thumb starts hurting, it can be very, very off-putting. And with you learning something new, it's the same for, it doesn't matter who I've given advice to. When I'm teaching them something new, the stuff they already know how to do goes out the window. So they'll make mistakes, they'll go off the track, they'll miss braking points, they'll steer too much, they'll accelerate too much, because they're focusing so much on the new stuff they're learning. So don't worry about going off track, because like I say, you'll get to a point where you won't even have, it won't even figure into your mind about how many you need to go down. You'll do it automatically. Excuse me. So like next week, if you come again and we put you on this track again, you might need a reminder, but then the week after that you probably won't. So, and when you get to a point, like I said, of you're not actually having to think about it, that's when you can start thinking about, right, is my car in the right place? Am I braking at the right place? Am I turning too much, or am I accelerating too much? So the things that you'd got really good at, you can focus on them again, and you'll find that your personal best lap time you've done now, you'll absolutely smash it. Because what you may have noticed is, you know, on the automatic gear, when it does it for you, you've got an accelerator and you've got a brake, but you haven't really got full control over the speed your car is doing, right? But with the gears, because you're controlling the gears, it basically lets you to always know if you're too fast or too slow. Because you know how each gear can only reach a certain speed, right? Well, on automatic gears you don't really know which gear it's in, but when you're using the manual gears, even if you don't know what number it's in, you know how many up or down you go. So for example, the last corner here, how we've told you to go down just 2 gears now, if you happen to approach it and you go down 4 gears, the car's not going to be capable of going fast enough around the corner. If you go round it in 5th gear, the car might go round the corner, but it'll be slow because it's not accelerating. So you'll know that you need that 3rd or 4th gear, so you need to go down 2 or 3 to have the right sort of speed. But anyway, what would be interesting is to see if any of the comments the DGT drivers may have, see if any of them are scared. I mean, if any of them aren't using manual gears, yeah.
Wait, what?
It's alright, you can watch this back on YouTube in a bit. Oh, did you not know that you've been live on YouTube this whole time?
No.
Yeah, you've been live on YouTube this whole time. Since before you walked in. Yeah. And everybody heard you saying, I know what that means. It's alright. Now I wouldn't do it, I didn't, the only reason I didn't tell you is because if I told you, it'd play on your mind. Now I won't do it again, because that'd be cruel. But I ain't got a problem recording you doing stuff and then uploading that. But it would be interesting to see what some of the guys think about how you get on. But at the end of the day, for an 11-year-old that's not been driving very long to be
12.
Sorry, 12, yeah, 12 this week, sorry, yeah. For a 12-year-old
This week.
that's not been driving very long and just started using manual gears, you're doing exceptionally well. Okay, time to bring this live stream to an end, I think.
Yeah, say bye to everyone, alright?
I did?
Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Right, can you pass me the controller?
Right.
Thank you very much. Right.
What does GT...
DGT mean?
Yeah.
It's Dynamic GT League. It's Steve and Ray's Racing League.
Oh.
Right, gonna end the stream. Have a good one, folks. Catch you later.
Bye.